Welcome back to a new GG as well live. As I updated the GG counter, we're still about 50% of the people GG me when I cheese them. I kind of want to start with another cannon rush. I know last week's episode was a lot of cannon rush against Terran, and we got a Terran again. But I feel like to truly kind of consolidate that that cannon rushing strategy into my brain, I need to do it one more time just to, what is it they say again? You do it one day, then you do it on day 2, and then you repeat it again on day 7, and then you should be capable of properly, remembering it. Well, as we can see already, it's going completely terrible, as I forgot to, I forgot to set my pro pod in time. Just like the issue was every single time last week, I actually just messed it up the exact same way again. It has to be somewhat impressive as well that I consistently manage to just mess up absolutely everything when it comes to this cannon rush. We're gonna get a double cannon up and running, and a oh, I don't think he saw it. Now he saw it. I hope he doesn't actually go downstairs. Gonna build a secondary bad boy here, and we get both of the probe upstairs. This is better than life has ever been for me up until this point. I actually believe he's dead. I believe he is dead, no? Oh, ho, ho. Oh, I spoke too soon, I spoke too soon. Please, 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 please. Don't kill me. He killed me. Does this range? Is this in range, sir? Is this is this cannon in range? Yeah, it's not in range. I killed a bunch of works though, didn't I? Okay, well, I can start attacking this thing now. It's not in range, though. It really ain't in range. I'm gonna need another probe being sent over. He has gas going. Ah, she. It goes wrong every time, doesn't it? It really is impressive as well. It really is quite impressive. So, this thing is going to die. He's going to move forward and try and kill this bad boy. Oh, oh. It is going to die as well, isn't it? This cannon. Or this pylon, excuse me. I mean, at least we're keeping him busy. Then we can maybe shoot one of these workers here. If I target properly. Should I send another one over? I mean, it's just not brilliant. You know what I mean? It's just not brilliant. Yeah, we're gonna send another one over. It's not really doing anything for me though, except wasting a decent chunk of money. Okay, actually, we'll keep it at home. Like I'm not gonna be capable of doing anything here. He'll move his marines into this location. If I can get a surround off on this Reaper, that would be huge. And if not, I think I'm just kind of dead again. I can't believe how excited I was for this. I was so sure that I had won. I was just so sure. But at this point, I mean, single Reaper, if it goes unchecked for this long, there's just absolutely no way. Right, yeah. Dang it! He actually had very little workers. He had nothing. If I would have been either slightly faster with the gateway, or I would have been capable of getting the pylon in the correct spot. Here I wanted to build a pylon over here. Had that finished, I can attack his bunker. I'm probably somewhat winning. Because he's not in range of my cannon, but my cannon is in range of his thing. This pylon was useless. I did not realize that at the time. But it was going to be useless. Dang it! Another loss. Absolutely potato that out of the window. Lose 23 points as well, but at least I now remember how to play the build. We'll see if we can trick this guy with something else. I have a feeling we're gonna get Cuckoo again, actually. Oh, we get Real. G-Dat Real. He's a pretty solid Protoss player. 6.2k MMR as well. But I'm also a pretty decent Protoss player. Not quite 6.2. I actually want to try something on this map. Because this is a map on which a lot of players play one gate expands on. And one gate expands before the patch were really solid on these maps. They were absolutely fantastic. However, after the patch, there are some issues with it. And I will explain those issues as I am proxying my buildings across the map. So, first of all, we low on the wall ground. We wall on the low ground. And that is to trick our opponent into believing that we're playing normal. If there is any way to trick your opponent, you should always, you know, take that opportunity, especially if it doesn't cost anything. And walling on the low ground hardly costs anything. Now, second of all, what we want to be doing here is we want to send this worker across the map and just scout, pretending like everything is a-okay. Okay, so we have this this thing going up. We're going to scout, blah, blah, blah. Now, we are going to rally this worker down, but also this is relatively standard. We'll attack his worker for a little bit, maybe. He'll see us. I'll pretend like I'm not interested. He'll probably move away. So I'll block his expo for just a little bit. Just a little bit of time. Just so he gets the core first. And then I run away. Now, this is an absolute key part of this strategy. The running away part. Honestly. The reason for that is because I want to run away as my opponent's cybernetic score is going down. And the reason for that is pretty simple, because then he needs to make a decision between either building a cybernetic score, which is fast stack, or chasing my probe and figuring out where I'm proxying. He decided to go for the cybercore, which I think, by the way, is the correct call, and as a result, he doesn't know where my probe went. Now, there are a couple of strategies we can try and execute here, and I think the most popular strategy would probably be a proxy stargate. However, there is another build that is very powerful, and that's the actual build that I'm going to be playing. I will proxy a robotics facility and at the same time get 2 adepts. Now, this is a... You ever heard of the 1-2 punch combo? This is a 1-2-3-4-5 punch combo. It has so many combinations that he's just going to get absolutely dizzy by the time we arrive at the final punch. So the first punch is the 2 adepts. The second punch is 2 adepts in a prism. The third punch is my stalkers being added into the prism as well. So we're just really continuously adding on to whatever we're doing. So it starts like this. Then our follow-up is with a Twilight Council. I really need to kill this Zealot, by the way. Zealot cost him a crap ton. It cost him more than it cost me to get another pylon. Actual fact. Actual fact. Up. Come on, go in. Okay, cool. Okay, he full walled here. I can get a 3rd gateway as well. Hey. Isn't getting an expo? Surely that's an error, no? That actually has to be an error. That probably means he is, however, getting an oracle. That seems to be the most logical choice. Now, so this is the first part was the adepts. Well, the first part was the proxy, then the adept. He believes that's most likely a proxy robo, because it is a proxy robo, but it also isn't a proxy robo at the same time. Look at this. Look at this. I'm tricking him so hard right now. It's like, oh, I need to defend the front. I need to defend the front. But the real damage is being done in the main base. Oh, that's a void, right? It's kind of scary, huh? Kind of scary. It looks kind of scary, at least. Come on, get in here. Up. And now I can, because he is actually just playing 1 base, I can expand from this. I have absolutely no issues with a fast expand. I just build a proxy robo to get a prism. Now, this wasn't quite part of the plan, but, you know, we can add a dark shrine here as well, of course, if I feel like it. And honestly, I kind of do feel like it, because why wouldn't I feel like it? I know that he has no viable, you know, way of detecting stuff. He probably believes that I'm still going. I'm going to march across the map with this army, not so much to deal actual damage, but more so to... Wait, I thought I built a... Yeah, pilot here. To make sure that he continues building Void Rays. So I want him to continue to build Void Rays, and if he doesn't, I want to be made aware of this fact. So I'm going to send this bad boy in. Oh, he is an observer out. Well, we'll keep this thing alive. We're going to take out, you see, this pylon. That is free damage. Something that we can definitely kill for free. We'll get an observer as well, because we're going to get blink. And that means that we will be capable of sniping an observer. This is the oldest trick in the book. This is probably one of the things that people did first when StarCraft 2 came out. They blinked into bases to snipe observers and then to walk in with 4 DTs. This was for a very long time, probably one of the most... one of the most liked strategies. I'm even going to get a 2nd observer. That's how much I'm looking forward to doing this. Okay. And then we snipe the robo. He doesn't have any force fields ready, right? He does have one. Oh, that was a bad force field. No, no, no! No! Go back! Finish it! And we win. Just like that. That's all it took, my friends. All it took. Oh, I misclicked there for a second. Not sure if you guys saw that, but that's a painful misclick. Let's see what else he's doing. Oh, we're killing everything. I have a bad feeling about the GG here. He probably believes I'm still on one base, by the way. Yeah, he definitely believes I'm still on one base. Oh, he has no clue. He's gonna get a surprise of a lifetime if he sees. Okay, now we do another trick. This is the fake macro. So basically, when he uses the rewind feature here at the end of the game, he'll think that I'm on 4 bases. He'll check this like, what? He's 4 bases? How is it even possible? His game is over. He just doesn't know it yet. Oh, God, I love myself. Wait, where's my... Oh, it's over here. Why didn't I just... Oh, yeah, no point. I'll just recall it, I guess. Very cool. So, we're going to continue getting more and more units. Yeah, force as well. I mean, why not? See if we can shade in. Obviously, we can. Oh, should I snipe this again? Should I try to snipe him one more time? Oh, well, I lost that. I bet he thinks he's winning. But I know who truly is the winner in this game already. And it starts with an H and ends with Harstem. It is me indeed. The one and only. What was that? What did I just lose? I'm not even paying attention to the things I'm losing. Yeah, this was like I said, a classic move. Almost always works. Almost always works. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't think he knows how far behind he is right now. The double expand as well off of this is obviously a solid move. We're gonna have insane eco. He's right now, he is on, I don't want to call it 1 base eco, but he is on the eco of like maybe 1.5 or so, I think. Let's take a look how many workers he actually does have. Okay, we're going to get up to like 12 gateways, because we're going pure minerals as well here, yeah? Like 3 gas, and we're popping out minerals. Oh, he does not have a lot. He does not have a lot. Yeah, this is going to be difficult then. This is going to be very difficult here for my friend. My good friend Real. Oh, now there's another observer. I mean, I am really far ahead. Should we get another base maybe? He's going to get the surprise of a lifetime as well. When I fly into the main base with my prism and I warp in 14 zealots. I have 14 gates here. I get another base. I mean, should I do 1 warp in of stalkers first, just in case? Yeah, we get 1 big warp in of stalkers in case he decides to move out. Like, I don't think he can move out right now, but in case he wants to, you know, we might just in case we might just want to get that. Now we can get a 5th base, or we can just not get a couple of extra of these bad boys. Yeah, I don't want him to figure out yet how good I'm doing in life. Never tell other people how well you're doing. It's always a mistake. If you can deny that information, please do. No one cares. Yeah. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Da 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 da. He's a proper surprise right now. He sees these zealots, he's like, how did they get in so fast? Now he's rewinding the replay. It's like, mother, how did he do that? It's impossible. I even have +1 as well. Solid moves there. How close was that observer? That's a real question, of course, here. So this is the moment, right? Where I pull the move. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, he was building an immortal. Oh, he was he was queuing up an observer after this. That was optimistic out of him. Yeah, at this point I'm already up 10 workers. Good build for me though. Good build. Initial adapt drop. I told you, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punch, it almost always works. And if it doesn't work, Well, I'm not quite sure why that would be. It actually just always works. I think he's GG though, didn't he? So that means we have to add a GG on the GG counter. That makes it 11 out of 20. Is that how it works? I think so. And we'll be heading into our next game, in which hopefully we get to do some more fun stuff. Maybe we should just snipe some observers, some detection sniping today, but we'll have a look. We'll see what the ladder brings us. We got Cham, a Zerg player from Mexico. A fantastic Zerg player, I have to say. And I actually was watching a Prince game the other day. And for the people who don't know who Prince is... I like to think of him as someone that does not feel any fear. He just does the build orders he wants to do without really caring about potential repercussions. So he'll blink all in without caring about a Widow Mine drop. Sure, he'll lose 15 workers, but he'll also kill you. Like, he just... You know, he'll stick to a build and he'll go hard on it. But all of his builds are extremely optimized. And he did a build order that looked really cool, but resembled a macro build slightly too much, in my opinion, in order for it to be a viable candidate to be played in the cheesiest man alive. It would be something like a top 15 cheesiest man alive. If I would play that build, you know, copy it 1-to-1. However... we are still going to be playing something along those lines. And what he did, this was a very roundabout way of getting into the build. Feeling like a bit of a piano tutorial on YouTube at this point. But let me tell you what we're gonna do. I will, or the freaking recipes online. Holy crap. How is it possible that literally every single recipe starts with the life story of the person writing the recipe? Like, today I want to show you a tomato soup. This is the tomato soup my grandma made for me when I was a 3-year-old and I felt sick on Sundays. Then there's like an entire story about the one time they went shopping with their grandma. It's actually insane. Just give me the ingredient list and give me the instructions on how to cook. Like, it really isn't that difficult. Anyway, let me tell you what I'm gonna be doing here. This is a Void Ray opener, but with just a single Void Ray, into a Twilight, into an Oracle. So it is a fake double Stargate unit opener. Now, these build orders are absolutely fantastic. We used to play them a little bit back in the day, but we stopped because Queen Walks absolutely blasted them. This specific variation I'm going to be playing will be a 6 gate, and it will be without a Robo, but instead with a 6th gate Proxy. So that is the final touch added in, the joie de vivre that Prince was missing in his build order, and that I am now adding here completely without cost. Now, of course, if you also want to be playing this, be sure to check out my online course. The link will be in the description. With creator code Harstem, you will get 30% off for the next 2 days, where I will be going very in-depth into this build order. So be sure to check that out, or ! Recipe book in the comments. Will also get you there. All right, back to this build. So what we're going to be doing is we get 2 gateways, and everything looks pretty normal for him here. It's like, oh, this looks very normal, Harstem. You're playing a standard build order against me. You can't even beat me. Why would you do that? And he might be right here. So I'm like, well, that's awfully mean of you to say. I only get 2 adepts, by the way, and at this point, well, not quite at this point. At this point, I add my first 2 extra gateways. So that's 74 seconds on the warp gate timing. And then at 94, 95, something like this, I'm going to add 2 more gateways once again. And one of those gateways is indeed going to be proxied. I can already proxy this gateway, actually, it doesn't really matter. And now, the beauty of this one, I can afford it. Like, if you can afford the proxy, you can do whatever you like. Now, a cool thing that I like to do is fake that I want a 3rd base, which in reality, I don't really want it, of course. Yeah, I don't care about a 3rd base, but you can fake it, and there's a quick trick to do that. I still need to get this Oracle, by the way. Maybe I can't actually afford the Oracle, because I'm playing it with 6 gate. Yeah, we'll cancel the Oracle. The Oracle plan has been cancelled. We'll build a pylon, and then we'll patrol our probe over here. And then we'll pretend like we're expanding, while in reality, we're not expanding. Now, once again, a little bit of a trick here. This actually looks quite powerful. I really like how this build order feels. Do I want a nexus yet? I mean, the fake nexus at this point might just be a little bit late. I think he might have figured it out at this point as well. What's kicking off, or at least that we're not really expanding. This is going to hit like a bag of bricks, though. Straight into his face. BAM! What's up with those bricks, he might ask. And I'll say, straight into your face. Boom. It's all over for you now, my friend. Just continue getting more and more of these dudes. Get into a little corner. A little, a little alcove, you could call it. A nook, a little cranny, you know? Just something to hide your adepts in. And from here on out, we can finish it, or he can just leave the game. GG gets called. Absolutely fantastic builder. And now, I hear you guys say, why would this build order work better than a regular Glaive Adept build while you have less Glaive Adepts and it's obvious that there is no third base? That would have been a great question. And if you want the answer to that question, !recipe book in the chat, the YouTube comments, I'll figure out. No, I'll explain it to you for free here, for this one time. Listen to this. So the reason why this is against a Stargate, naturally, Zerg players will delay their Roach Warren till at least 4:30. Actually, usually a lot later even, but 4:30, that is like at least. Now, a Roach Warren takes 39 seconds. That means that this Roach Warren will usually finish around 5-ish minutes. And this guy is even later, you know, 5:10 or so, 5:05, 5:10. Then the roaches still need to start. At that point, I already have 14 adepts with glaives. Even if he has pure links at this point, he's going to get blasted by these 14 adepts with glaives. What he needs to do is he needs to full wall and then hope that I completely mess it up. And then he can get like 6-7 roaches out. But I'm still building adepts 6 at a time. If I kill this third base and like 20 or 30 workers or so, I think I'm in a completely fine spot. But most of the time, you're just going to win with this. This is actually a really good build. And I'd recommend people to play this if you want quick, easy wins without a lot of trouble. So yeah, it's a good build order. He also GG'd, so we need to change the GG counter. I think this is the hardest I ever had to work in my entire life. That makes 12 out of 21. 21. Yeah, typing remains difficult for me. I've only been using computers for 24 years of my life right now, and in a professional way for the past 10. God, mathematics is difficult. All right, I'll see you guys in the next game. Zerg player on Pride of Altaris. Now, usually when I play on Pride of Altaris, I take the gold. But perhaps that is too predictable. So instead of taking the gold, I will not take the gold. As you always want to remain unpredictable. I could, however, still take a different base. What if I just build a nexus first over here? That's going to confuse the ever-living crap out of my opponent, isn't it? Because, I mean, the gold is obvious. He's going to scout and be like, okay, nexus first. Okay, this nexus first on the gold. He'll start sending his links to the gold. This is going to blow his mind. This is actually brilliant. This is the type of high-level thinking that you don't get anywhere else. Perhaps nowhere else in the world is it possible to get this high-level thinking. Okay. Let's get it. Oh, I need to send this down already. We're also immediately going to scout. Do I want a forge, maybe? I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I don't actually have a plan. That probably isn't good. Okay, here we go. Like, my plan is just... Oh, he didn't take the gold. He's still going to be proper confused, though. I bet he has no clue what's going on here. And if he does, then I'll be confused. I also don't have to recall workers to that base, I just realized. I was like, oh, I have to recall workers. Like, maybe eventually, but not immediately. Like how you would usually do it. Another thing we could do... Okay, this sounds sick. In my head. Is we'll get a zealot out. A zealot, and then we also chrono an adept afterward, like double adept chronos, you know? So we really go hard on the aggression here. Kind of like the thought of all of this. This sounds proper good, honestly. I really like the way this sounds in my head. Whoop whoop. He's getting speed as well. He's seeing the lack. He's like, ah, no nexus. I bet he has the gold. Because this guy is a complete idiot. And I'll be like, aha. You might be right that I'm a complete idiot, but I do not have the base on the gold. And this is where things will start getting spicy. So we get double chronos as well. And we continue getting more and more workers here. He's never gonna get it. He'll have no clue what's kicking off. He actually has no clue what's kicking off right now. Should I just cut workers in my main base? So when he scouts it, he thinks I'm a complete idiot. I kind of like the thought of that as well. Okay, I'll start cutting workers in my main. Like, this is complete confusion right now. He's scouting. He's like, man, this is weird. What is he doing? Okay, cut the workers here. Cut the crap as well. So he's proper confused right now. He's gone, what's happening? What's going on? Why does he have a nexus first timing, but why doesn't he have a base? Is he getting spines yet? Yeah, spines. You saw that? Saw his spine? Oh, this is great. No worker production here. Oh, crap. Now, this wasn't great. I'll have to admit that immediately. Losing these 2 adepts for free was not a good play. Okay? I can admit my mistakes. I'm a big man like that. I'm capable of admitting my mistakes. Oh, he's going to spot this. He's going to be out of this roll-up set. We'll go for a disruptor drop from here on out. He has no clue what's kicking off. Oh, he found me. Now he has a clue what's kicking off. Now, this is extremely confusing for him. This is a Zerg player. Zerg players are generally quite confused. But this takes the freaking cake, my friends. This takes the freaking cake. Do we want to put these in a prism? I think we do. I think we do want to put these in a prism. Is he attacking me? Are you assaulting me, sir? Because I don't think I'm quite down for that. Surely that wasn't worth it. He must be proper out of it right now. Oh! Wow. My bad for being very loud there. I do apologies. I do apologies. My apologies, my friends. Do we just want extra gateways? He has no workers. Oh, he's busting me here. He's busting. He thinks I'm hacking, probably. To be fair, I look like a complete idiot. Well, now he doesn't think I'm hacking, he just thinks I'm a complete idiot. Oh, Chrono Boost is Cybercore. Brilliant stuff, Kevin. I can understand why. You're a professional gamer. Oh, what a force field. Oh! Are we winning? Maybe winning is the incorrect term that we're using here. Seems balanced. Please, come over here. Come over here, my friend. Dude, this is the sickest game I've played in my entire life. Look at this. Look at the move I'm about to pull. Full wallet, full wallet. That's not a full wall. Not the sickest move I'm about to pull in my life. There's no way. The ultimate confusion, my friends. Look at this. Spine crawler, spore crawler, spine in the main, third base. Oh, he's so afraid. Look at him go around the map with these things. He's down to 11 workers at this point. And the only thing he can think to do is all in me. That was a no GG as well. God, that game made me so happy. I don't think anything else can make me happier than this. And that means that sadly we'll have to end this. This guy was 6k, by the way. I'll remove my own face. Whoop. 6k, 40 points. We take 23 points away from him. He forgot the GG. Brilliant stuff. That's going to be it for me today. Thanks all so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time for a new video that will be tomorrow, as there's videos every single day. Thank you, and bye-bye.